Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, before I start, I'm going to give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. My name is Tazim Akamath, coming from the Camp Prophets in Babylon here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teaches the truth and Ruel. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, that's serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. Okay? Now, this video that's happening in France as of, this present day was posted 2 days ago. The title says, riots at a large protest in Paris. More than 100,000 French people stood up against price increases. All right. Now you read a little bit. It says, more than 100,000 demonstrators protested in Paris because of the rising cost of living and the government's lack of commitment to environmental issues. During the protests, clashes broke out between a group of demonstrators and the police who used tear gas. Sunday's protest was called by Jean-Luc, France Rebellious Party, and other left-wing parties, including the European Ecology, Greens, and the Socialist Party, along with several French unions and associates. The march started by leaving the Square of Nations around 3 o'clock p.m. and was controlled by police cordons. All right. And reading on, it says, some of the participants in the protest also expressed displeasure at the increased French military support for Ukraine. One of the demonstrators stated that not only is France supplying Ukraine with Caesar howitzers, but also inviting the French to train Ukrainian soldiers. Okay? And says it exceeded every measure. It is unheard of. The U.S. is trying to drag us into a war that is not even ours, he added. Activists are demanding higher wages and social benefits, extraordinary taxes on energy companies, capping of electricity bills, and investment in environmental projects. At the march, calls could also be heard to prevent the rise in fuel and food prices, as well as the controversial pension reform. Okay? Hey, you can see, man, these French, the French is mad. Hey, the EU is mad, man. Okay? Hey, inflation's going up. Hey, this world's about to go down in shambles, man. Jacob's trouble is about to hit. Hey, the MOTB is about to be pushed. And Jake don't know what's about to hit him, man. All right? There's Jake scattered all over the world, man. It's not just America. But, hey, people, you can see people out there, they're suffering, man. You know? Hey, everything you see that's going on in the East and in Europe and those places is going to happen to America 100 times 1,000 worse. Okay? So let's watch this video, and I'm bringing scriptures and Lord wills lessons edifying.
galère tes parents. Et alors? Mais arrêtez, putain, merde, oh! C'est quoi votre politique de merde, là? Putain! Mais quoi? Regarde tes parents, ils galèrent aussi.
Hey, you can see, hey, these French people are mad, man. And as I read in the description, it says the French people are mad for the support they have in Ukraine. You know, because NATO, hey, NATO and the EU, you know, they're working together, man. But soon enough, the beast shall hate the whore. Okay, the whore is America, the beast, NATO, and the EU, man. All right. You see, they said it says the U.S. is trying to drag us into a war that is not even ours. So you can see, rumors of wars is amping up. All right, World War III is soon to come. All right, but these French people, they're really mad because of the inflation, man. Cost of living is getting more expensive. Things are getting higher, just like how it is in America, man. But they're gonna bring in that peace and safety, things dialed down. Then they're gonna hit you right across the head, man. All right. So let's get some precepts and Lord wills lesson edifying. So let's get Isaiah 19. We can start at verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." All right. The Americans against the Americans, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. As you can see, these French, hey, they're fighting against each other, man. All right, everyone against each other, man. And it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the Salakia, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts." All right. The main point was, hey, Egyptian against Egyptian, man. Hey, these people are going to start getting worse and worse. Okay, so let's get Second Esdras. Let's get the 16th chapter. Let's go down right here. Bear with me. All right, Slakia. It was the 15th chapter. Okay. So this is Second Esdras 15 and 15. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Right? Now you may not see, you know, these people having guns and stuff in their hands and civil war, but it's amping up to be that way. Okay? That's why you see the police, they have tear gas and riot shields, because they're preparing for that to come. Okay? And it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right? Hey, so these people are mad against the government, man. They're super mad against the government. So they're going to invade one another. They're not going to regard what, you know, the Caesar or the president say. All right? They're gonna fight against it, man. As you can see, they're fighting against that inflation. They're rioting against it. All right? These people are mad. All right? Right here, let's go to verse 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right. As this thing start amping up, Jacob's trouble start. Well, you gonna know when Jacob's trouble is happening, man. And when Jacob's trouble really happens, hey, houses are gonna be destroyed. Men are gonna be afraid because, hey, as things get higher and higher, expensive, people are gonna start robbing. People are gonna start stealing. People are gonna start killing. All right. Right here, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right. So you can see, man, hey, a man in this time, let's go back. A man in this time ain't gonna have no pity. People are gonna be killing each other. It's gonna be all out war breaking loose, man. It's gonna come the whole world, man. Wait until the Quran gets mandated, man. Then you're gonna see people really bow down, man. People really fight. People really fight over food and fight over, the necessity things. And this is happening because of the inflation. Things getting more expensive, and people are still getting the same wages as things get higher and higher in prices. All right. They're vandalizing property, destroying things. You can see, man, these people are not with, hey, they're not with the wicked, man. All right. Let's get that. Let's to prove that point, man. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. People are mourning right now, man. People are surely mourning right now. Because guess who's ruling? The wicked. All right, but when the righteous are in authority, which is the Israelites, the next rulers, hey, people are going to be rejoicing, man. Everything's going to be at peace. It's not going to be violence and things like that. Okay? You see the people mourning, people angry. Let's get Second Ezra 14:17. It says, Second Ezra 14:17. It says, "For look how much the world shall be weaker through age." All right. Hey, so you see the world is ending. It's getting weaker. This age is getting weaker and weaker. This time of Esau ruling is getting weak and weak. All right. It says, "Look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein." All right. So you see, evils are dwelling. Things are happening. Prophecy is happening day to day, day to day. Things are turning up as we're El Apostle Tahar redeemed this year. It's the year of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, turning up. You can see things are very turning up. All right, evils are increasing. People are rioting. People are angry. Sedition. They're going against their kings and princes. All right, evils are increasing, and soon enough, people are going to start purging. All right, people are sure enough they are going to start purging. And what are you going to do when you don't have a hedge? What are you going to do when you don't have protection? All right, you can see. What are you going to do when people are all free for all for themselves, fighting against the police, every man for himself, but you don't got the Lord, man? That's why we need Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. We need Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. But with that, I'm not trying to make this too long. As you can see, the point has been made. Hey, these French people are amping up. How much more America? when it's going to hit the fan. When the economy crashes, the money crashes, the dollar's value is no value. The price of food go up, famine. What are you gonna do in that day, man? All right. But Lord, was lesson been edifying. I want to give our honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Till next time, I say Shalom.